All right, I'm going to tell you that building a gym is simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. I'm going to show you why. The simple thing is we all need more members. That's the clue. If we want to grow our gym, we need more members. And getting members is a game of data. It comes down to leads, appointments, showed appointments, sales, and churn. That's all it is. Those five concepts is what decides if your gym is successful or not. Now, if we put all those concepts into numbers, it becomes even more clear how we have to grow our gym. So we have leads. To capture the concept of leads, we're going to count with the cost per lead. What does a lead cost us? Then we have the amount of leads that book an appointment. We have the booking rate. Then we have the amount of booked appointments that show up for our appointment, which is a show rate. Then we have the sales. That's the amount of showed up appointments that eventually become a member. And then we have the churn, the amount of members that eventually stop being a member. And these five numbers, we have seen the average of all these numbers from helping over 100 gyms. The average cost per lead is between $5 and $10. The booking rate is around 50%. The show rate is around 60%, the conversion rate between 60 and 80%, and the monthly churn between 3 and 10%. Now, if we make an example here of a marketing budget of around $1,000 or euros or whatever, this means we get around 75 leads based on the cost per lead, the average cost per lead that we see in a gym. If we have a 50% booking ratio, we get 37 appointments. Then we have the show rate of around 60%, which gets us 22 shows. Then we have a sales conversion of around 70%, gives us 50 new members. So this is eventually what we will get out of our marketing budget. This is how we grow a gym. We just take a marketing budget and investment. We look at the amount of leads that we get. We look at the amount of appointments we can book, the amount of appointments that show up, and the amount of new members eventually start in our gym. Now, what if we could improve those numbers? That's the question, because that's how we improve our gym. What if we could make every lead more valuable instead of focusing on more leads only? And that's a big difference, because I see a lot of gym owners that just want more and more and more leads. But what if we, instead of just changing the amount of leads, change everything else? Now let's look at that. If we get our leads, our cost per lead equal, it stays the same. We get the same amount of leads, but we improve our booking rate to 70 to 92%. We improve our show rate from 60 to 85%. Our conversion rate, our sales skills, they remain equal as well. But our monthly churn also reduces from 3 to 10% to 1.5 to 3%. If we could only do that, what would happen? And the question we ask is, how can you do that, Troy? How is that possible? And where do these numbers come from? This is because we are using AI already for over 6 months. We have been using AI in WhatsApp automations to improve all those numbers. We have seen that we are very good at lead generation, and we are very good at improving and getting more leads than any other marketing agency. But still, the biggest change that we could make was improving all the other numbers, because most marketing agencies are just focusing on more and more leads and what's going to get you more leads. And that's fine, that is important. But what they totally forget is the rest of the funnel. And we focus on the entire funnel. And you will see what happens if we can improve those numbers. So let's say we take the marketing budget of $1,000 or euro again. We get the same amount of leads, but we get much more appointments. We get 60 appointments instead of 37. We get 55 shows instead of 22. And we get 38 new members. And the amount of leads and the sales skills remain equal. We just improve the amount of appointments we book, the amount of appointments that show up. And that's because we have the lead follow-up, the lead automation is able to do that. On average, by using our Gymbot software, we see the amount of new members increase by 2.5x. This means we more than double the amount of new members a gym is able to get without increasing the marketing budget. We don't even touch it. In most cases, that's a funny story, we even tell the gym owner to go a little bit lower than before, because we like to scale it up and we don't want to overburden the gym. We want to grow in a steady pace, but that is manageable. Otherwise, we grow too quickly. So we say like, okay, let's do a little bit lower than what you're used to, and then we can even scale up if you want to. But on average, with a lower budget even, we get 2.5x the amount of new members that the gym used to get. Now, how? How is the question? Like I told you, we have a lot of experience from helping over 100 different gyms. And this is from doing that, we have not just focused on the elites, but we have focused on the entire funnel. And we have defined the 5 critical funnels that have to happen for a gym to be successful. And this is the 5 funnels that every gym needs. First of all, the opt-in funnel. And I'm going to show you each funnel in detail. The appointment booked funnel, the no-show funnel, the new member funnel, and the retention funnel. Let's start with the opt-in funnel. It's actually the most important one. And the most important one because this is the one that decides how many leads eventually book an appointment. And the most important aspect of that is the speed to lead. This has been shown in various studies every time that the faster you contact a lead, the more likely this lead is going to become a member. It's very crazy. It's because people are very emotional beings, and it is proven that if you contact a lead within the first 5 minutes after leaving their contact details, there is an 8 times more increase, an 8 times more likelihood of this lead becoming a member. That's insane. So after 5 minutes, if you contact that lead in minute 6 or minute 30, and in most cases we see that leads are contacted like within 12 hours. So the likelihood that this lead becomes a member is 8 times lower. 8 times lower. So that's the crazy thing. And our speed to lead is instant. We reach out to this lead within 1 minute. Our AI assistant books the appointment with the lead. It's able to have an entire conversation with the lead. And this results in 20 to 42% more leads that book an appointment. Enter my name here and run the test as if I just left my data after seeing an ad. And as you can see, immediately I get a message from a WhatsApp account. Hi Troy, so excited you're interested in our 6-week challenge. I just took a 6-week challenge as an example. You can make this whatever you like. And then let me send you a short video with some extra information about our gym. If you have any questions right now, feel free to ask. Meanwhile, make sure to book your free intake session. Have a great day and talk to you soon. And then we get this nice and engaging video of a gym owner.
Hey, yes.
In his gym. This is amazing because now I saw the ad of this. So as you can see, this is really amazing. The lead leaves the contact details and immediately is being followed up on WhatsApp, the channel that everybody prefers. WhatsApp is a 97% open rate, so almost everyone checks their WhatsApp instantly. And the cool thing is about WhatsApp that we can use media there. We can use videos or images. And if we use a good video of the gym owner here in his gym saying to the lead, hey, it's so nice that you have interest in coming to work out at our gym. I would love to coach you. Book your appointment here. This is what's really powerful. Enter my name here and run. Cool thing is that it also works via AI. Any manual interaction. So you don't need somebody from customer support. You don't need a salesperson to be ready at all times. As you can see now, I just took an example where I react to this message, and then the AI assistant automatically starts talking to us in a very professional manner because it's trained on more than 1,000 sales conversions happening via WhatsApp. And it tells you like, hey, okay, what's your earliest availability? Let's book an appointment. It's very, very professional. But the good thing is that it's able to have a conversation with a lead. That's amazing. Now, the next funnel is the appointment booked funnel. The booking is confirmed with the lead with the AI, but then we get reminders. Reminders are so important, and people, they go crazy. Oh, is it really important to remind people all the time? Yes, it is. We see an increase of show up rate by 15%. That bottom line is results in a lot more members by just reminding the people like, hey, we have an appointment tomorrow. Hey, we have an appointment in 12 hours. Hey, we have an appointment in 1 hour. That makes a difference. Otherwise, you're going to have no-shows, and no-shows is the enemy because if a person no-shows, you'll probably not get them in your gym within another year or so. Now, if still a person no-shows, which happens because we have a show rate of around between 70 to 80% with our Gymbot software, but if there's a no-show, then what happens is we automatically follow up with the no-show immediately after the appointment was supposed to happen. And that's also super powerful. In a very human way, we say, hey, Jeff, you forgot your appointment. Is everything okay with you? Oh, sorry, I totally forgot. No worries, we're not married yet. Let's book a new moment for your free trial. What would that work for you tomorrow? Sure, tomorrow evening works. And boom, the appointment is booked. Done by AI. No manual intervention by you. No calling, no trying to call lead, no leaving voicemails. Nothing. You just get the lead booked again after a no-show. Then the new member funnel, super important. What happens is buyer's remorse. People, they buy a membership and eventually they start thinking, oh, maybe it's a bit too expensive. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay consistent with it. I don't even like working out. Is this for me? Well, you can combat that feeling by just giving them a very good feeling. And that's with the new member funnel. The moment that a new member says, I'm going to work out with you, they get looped into the funnel where they get like a nice welcome video. And this is so powerful, guys. It's so powerful. Like you get a welcome video of the owner saying, welcome, so great. Welcome to Team Primer. This is what really works. It's a very important funnel that a lot of people forget about. And the retention funnel, also one of the most critical funnels, because if we can combat churn, if we can keep our members forever, then we just need to get really a couple members each month. And after a few years, our gym is filled to capacity and we don't have to grow anymore. That's the goal, of course. But it's not as easy as it sounds. What's the most important thing that we do? What happens before somebody churns? They stop working out. So we have to detect the moment that these people stop working out. If we have detected that, we will send them a nice WhatsApp message. Hey, John, we noticed you haven't been around the gym in a little while. Just want to check in and see how you're doing. If there's anything we can help with, or if you need a little motivation to get back to your routine, we've got your back. When will be your next workout? Those kind of messages keep people in the loop. They build a relationship with your members and they prevent churn. Super important. All of this happens in a very nice dashboard where you can see exactly what's happening. How many leads am I getting this month? How many intakes are being booked by the leads? How many shows am I getting? How many no-shows? How many new members? And what's the revenue I generated from my marketing campaigns? This is crucial data, but nobody knows it. Because when I ask gym owners like, hey, how many appointments did you book last month? It's so hard for them to answer. They have to click, 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 look in their CRM, even manually count. That's crazy. That's crazy. We're living in 2025. This time, you should not be looking for data. You should have a system that tells you exactly what's happening. And especially when it's the most important thing that could happen in your gym. This is the most important numbers. So if you have to manually look for these numbers, that's crazy. That's just insane. And we also have great lead management. We know exactly what's happening with each lead. We have it in a very easy to digest pipeline where we can see exactly what's happening. We know if our team is performing or underperforming. We know what lead is in which stage of the pipeline. This is crucial. This is what separates the good gyms from the bad gyms. Now, one of the most important things is also that you get leads. Most of you already work with a marketing agency. That's fine. But if you really want to grow really quickly, you need a lot of leads. We're very good at that as well. The good thing is we're not going to sell you marketing agency services. We're going to give you our marketing for free because all of our marketing is included in the Gymbot software. As you can see some results, we always make a scoreboard. Each month we get a scoreboard and we generated 178 leads for this facility in 1 month, 117 for this facility for a health club, 74 for this one. As you can see, we're very good at lead generation as well. And you will get all of our templates, our most successful marketing templates. In just 3 clicks, you can launch it yourself from our Gymbot software. So I'm really excited to tell you more about Gymbot and get you on board with Gym Funnels. Talk to you soon.